If you're a small startup, you have to constantly be looking inward and thinking about what do I need to do to improve? Because as you're a young company, the battle is always how do I get to product market fit? And what do I mean by product market fit? That's somebody that is not only willing to buy your product or service once, but are they willing to buy it over and over and over again? That was my biggest challenge with my tech startup. That's been the greatest win with my current company is not only have people bought, but we've never lost a customer. In fact, they've all expanded with us. And that's the battle for every new company is how do you get someone to buy once, but then more importantly, how do you prove enough value where they want to buy from you over and over and over again? So as a startup, you have to constantly be looking inward. It does help if you have a trusted confidant who understands sales, who has been an entrepreneur that can mentor you or advise you on what are some things that you can improve to get people through the finish line. Because I always say every sale is a minor miracle. And I feel like we don't give enough credit, especially to these small companies. Every sale you get should be celebrated. And how do you replicate that to get more of those sales in the future?
Yeah. What you're mentioning is like introspection, I guess, which is so
Mhm.
important. And I think that some entrepreneurs are less aware of these soft skills that are needed. They're more oriented. I come from tech, so they're very oriented to the technology and what they're going to
Mhm.
build, and less oriented to other stuff. How do you see entrepreneurship, and what is needed in order to be successful in that?
Yeah, one is you have to build a great offering, a great product, a great service, and really building out what is that foundational piece that does solve a real problem. Especially now, again, as the economy, at least in the United States, is in not such a great spot to say the least. It's more important than ever to not have a nice to have product. You must have a must have product. You must be clear on how you are solving a problem, solving a need, improving the ROI of your customer. So you got to have that great product. You have to have great systems that can allow you to scale or grow this without you feeling like you got to bang your head against the wall. And then the third piece though is you got to have a sales engine. I see so many companies that have a great product. They've spent so long working on their product. One startup I know of, an amazing product. They've put so much money into their product for 2 years, but they don't have a single customer, not a single customer. So what they did was they built this product to scratch their own ego, to say, hey, I would love this. I think this is great. I think this is great. But you know what? The market doesn't think it's great, or at least not yet. So you should always be trying to get new customers because they will be the greatest tool for you building a product that will actually get to true product market fit. We never would have got to product market fit like we are today if it wasn't for our early beta customers that worked through those initial kinks and allowed us to build all these systems to make it valuable over the past 14, 15 months now.
Yeah, I would say even more than that. If you're building 2 years, it means that you're doing it wrong because,
Mhm.
I come from product. So I know that you need to build something which is a very slim version and you go and get feedback and then you build something which is really good. If not, you're just in your head. It could be good, but in many cases it wouldn't be because you're not talking to the person who needs to use it in the end. And maybe he needs a different thing or
Mhm.
somewhat different experience than what you offer. So it doesn't make sense to do that, even if you're just focusing on the product. So
Exactly.
it doesn't make sense. So what do you think that when companies come to you and tell me about the process? They tell you this is the company, or they just it's a sales service. They're doing whatever they want, or they're telling you exactly what they need, and they get a personalized template for them.
Yeah, it's really simple on our end. It's somebody comes to us and they say, "Hey, I need more sales appointments. I'm not getting enough sales appointments." And we ask them, "Great. Well, what type of customers are you looking to attract? How many of those potential customers exist?" And we're able to build out the email sequences and do all that work for them. So it's a really simple onboarding process. The biggest thing is, do they have a need? So are they not getting enough sales appointments that they want? And then who is their market? Who are they going after? And then obviously in a very simplified way, we're able to do that for them.
So how do you think would the future of sales look like? And would it be different for B2B and B2C? What do you think?
I think sales at the end of the day will always uh, be the same as it's been for the last several hundred, several thousand years. It's always been, I have a problem or I have a need, and do you have a solution? And how are you able to solve this problem for me? The basics of sales, I don't think will ever go away. Now, how we might get people to our door to make that sale, that of course can change. It used to be you would just knock on doors and sell door to door. Now that very rarely happens. Then it was all about social media or Google, and then it was about cold email or texting or or billboards or Spotify ads or other streaming ad services or Hulu. And who knows what the future will add in terms of creating demand. But in terms of closing business and getting sales, it's always going to be the same. It's always, do I know, like, and trust you? And most importantly, are you able to solve my problem? And are you able to do it more efficiently than I could do it on my own?
Yeah. So what you're saying that the marketing side could be elaborated and being more techy, and but in the end, people need to talk and see that they understand each other.
Exactly. And the marketing, again, is all geared around, yes, you want to get someone's attention. That's a lot of what marketing is. It's why Super Bowl ads go for so much money.